Better hurry, spark it up with no worries. Harmonious gang with the big bro Yuriy. Hyphy, get lit just like me. Big bossed up, chop it up with Riley. You better come with it to kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot. You are now tuned in to 10 Talks.
Yo.
Hyphy.
What's up, guys?
Hello.
What's up, everyone? Thank you, guys, for joining us for another amazing, spectacular episode of 10 Talks.
Wonderful.
Where's my mouse? Okay, there it is.
Beautiful.
Sorry.
Day.
I was trying to milk what I was saying so I could find my mouse. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys for joining us for another episode of 10 Talks. It doesn't even feel like a Sunday,
It doesn't,
right?
because it's daylight savings time.
Ah, wait, so we get more daylight now?
Yeah, we do. We get an extra hour.
Thank God, bro.
That's why it's so bright right now. Usually it's like dark already.
Yeah, that's what's different. Yeah, it doesn't even feel like a Sunday right now. It feels all different. It feels all twisted and shit. But yes, thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of 10 Talks. We're here for episode 144. And like always, we want to give a huge shout out and thank you to all the members that we have. Huge shout out to Wasted Potential, Jugman710, Skater Late, Jimmy Smith, Willie Will, 210 Westside Loco, Thrift and Flip, Hella Crisp, and Ayazi. Thank you guys so much, man. I appreciate you guys.
Yes.
The longest subs or members basically we have here is Ayazi, Hella Crisp, and Wasted Potential. I think at the 6-month mark they get like a different
badge.
There you go. That's what it's called. But either way, what's up, guys?
Happy Sunday.
Yes.
Happy Oscars.
Oh, yes.
Yuriy and I tried to definitely
Cheers, everyone.
go see what was going on over there, but they literally don't want you to see anything. Even the fenced areas were like blacked out so you couldn't see inside the event. So it was kind of a flop. But
They kind of did the same thing that Vegas did for NASCAR or F1. F1 is like some, crazy racing shit. They just did that at Vegas recently, and
yeah.
all the bridges, usually back in the day, you can go to the bridges or you can go to the sidewalk and watch that stuff, but they did this exact same thing where they put a bunch of fences up and then they put black tarp on the fences because they said it's a danger to have too many people standing by. Like everything's a fucking danger when they, need to make more bread. So
it could get crazy. Like,
yes, but it's like anytime the government or a big corporation is using human safety as a reason to do anything, aka COVID, it's a scam. Anytime they say we care about you, this is for your safety, it's a scam. It's a scam or for money. They don't care about us. No one cares about us other than our friends and family.
Yeah, that's true.
The government and big corps do not give a fuck, and don't ever let them deceive you. Oh, it's fucking LGBTQ month. We love you guys so much. And then next month, oh, it's fucking Russian people month. Good job, guys. Oh, next month, oh, it's fucking Mexican month. We love you guys. It's bro, suck my dick, bro. These guys are lying. They just pretend.
They're just fake. They're
Yes.
frauds.
Anyways, but yeah, guys, we tried to go do, we tried to go to the Oscars today, or like, at least try to go to the street and like check it out. But I really don't know how it works. I remember when I was a kid, I grew up in like West Hollywood, which is, it's really not that far of a walk to Hollywood Boulevard. It's like, maybe like a 10-minute walk. So I remember whenever there was like something going on the boulevard, like there would be Christmas parades and different parades and stuff, or just any Hollywood activities. I don't know how my parents found out about this stuff, but my parents would just like, we wake up one day and be like, yo, Yuriy, Lane and Lily, like, we're going to Hollywood Boulevard today. We're going to do this today.
Because you guys are like literally right there. You guys are right where it happens.
Yes, but even later, when I was like, up to 25 living with my parents still, I didn't know about any of these events. Like I had to, I found out about Eventbrite later on, but even Eventbrite's not that good. It's like, how do you find out about just LA activities?
They work with people, that all talk about these award shows or these premieres and stuff. Yeah. And you're like right there. You're right in the heart. So.
It's word of mouth for sure.
Yeah.
It's like people telling you about it. But basically, I remember when I was a kid, when my parents would take me, it used to be like, if you look at old footage of the Oscars, there was literally people like...
That's what I'm saying. I remember it because it's always been at the Chinese theater, and I remember seeing the outside like open up, and like they used to like be right where like all the handprints are, right? Yeah. That's where the red part.
But did you see it on an actual premiere, or did you see it like through a movie or like a TV show?
No, yeah, live.
Okay.
When it would be everybody used to watch the live red carpet.
Yeah, exactly. So like when I was a kid, I remember my parents took me to like some couple Oscar things, type events, and it was not like it is now. Like, you were able to go.
You're able to see.
You're able to go walk around and able to see, and you know, like you could even like hop the fence if you really wanted to. But I guess they have to make it way safer now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, it was like there's so many like events that have been sabotaged and
exactly.
Unfortunately, like.
And this is all the most richest, most clouded up celebrities all together at the same place. You know what I mean? Like you really want to protect them as much as possible. They help the economy. You think Taylor Swift was there?
We did not see anybody. Probably.
Really?
I don't know.
If Tay-Tay was there, then for
Ari
sure.
was there. That would have been a shit show.
Oh yeah. Ari already has like some bad things linked to her name.
Yeah, but she also has like such a cult fan base.
I know.
And
but
Millie.
Anyways, no, okay, so yeah, guys, earlier today, Riley and I were getting ready for 10 Talks, and then I was like, hey, I brought it up yesterday. I was like, hey, the Oscars are tomorrow. Riley's like, I know. I was like, we should go try to check it out, you know, because Riley's, you know, didn't grow up in LA like I did. Like, I'm just used to it. Like, I really don't care. But I was like, you know, we should go try to walk around. I was expecting it to be a little bit more fun and interesting, but Riley's like saying that she was down, so we got ready today. And then, and I was like, yo, let's just stream it on Kick. Also, guys, kick.com/harmonious. If you guys haven't followed me already, follow me there, because I will be doing a lot of random IRL streams there. Whenever there's a situation in which there's going to be possible nudity, which, you know, not going to be often, but like possible nudity, for sure, copyrighted music, just crazy stuff going on, I'm just gonna go live on Kick. You know what I mean? Because it's like YouTube is just gonna be way too risky. Like,
why would there be possible nudity?
Amsterdam, walking down the streets and they have like penises in the windows. Like that would have been perfect. Like on Kick, I could have zoomed in on the dick. On YouTube, I was like, oh no, there's a dick. Like on Kick would have been smoother. But either way, yeah. So guys, follow me on Kick, you guys, if you guys haven't already. Kick.com/harmonious. And also congratulations to Spliff Mode. He just got verified on Kick.
Congratulations! Woohoo!
Shout out to Kick,
guys,
man, because
I was about to say you guys did your stream.
Oh yeah, we did our streams together, but like while we're talking about Kick, like I'm not fucking, you know, partnered with Kick or anything like that, but it is a really genuinely, like, you know, as a content creator, it's a good feeling, you know what I mean, to know that the platform somewhat fucks with you. You know what I mean? Like, shout out to Jordy. I think his name's like DJ Jordy or D Jordy on Kick. He's like one of their Kick staff members, and he's been joining my streams every now and then. I talked to Toke. I told Toke about it, and I was like, yo, Toke, like, this Kick staff member's been joining my streams. He joined Toke's stream the other day as well, but Toke was like, oh, crazy. He's like, I have these other Kick staff members joining my stream. And I'm like, that's dope that, like, you can stream on this platform and actually feel like there's some sort of connection to the, you know, the platform, whatever it is. With YouTube, I really feel like I'm just like some I really feel like I'm just like some drug addict, like hiding in under tunnels and shit, like trying to stream under a tunnel real quick before YouTube goes like, no, stop, you can't do this. It's like, it just feels like some crazy Nazi fucking world. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, bro, this is insanity. I can't do shit. Can't even say shit.
I know, it is really crazy. I don't know.
Really, dude?
What?
Anyways, so that's why I want to say a huge shout out to Kick, is because it really does feel good as a content creator to know, like, the platform does really fuck with you, and like they, like, you know, at least acknowledge you. They're just like, oh, this person exists and we fuck with you. But like with YouTube, Riley has seen, like, you know, they've done some unfair things to me before, and Riley's like, just reach out to them, just email them. And
it's like impossible.
And I told Riley, I'm like, babe, it's not like that. And she's just like, dude, like, you're not even trying, just reach out to them. Like, you can reach out to anyone, like, for any issue. I'm like, all right, I'll show you. And I literally showed Riley, I'm like, I'm gonna reach out to them right now. And their answers is just like, according to document C, fucking in line 4, that answers your question right there. That's literally how they answer everything. You ask them anything, they're going to refer you to the TOS. That's it. That's all they do. It's
all like AI generated messages. You can't even talk to anybody. It's like all through message, which is the more annoying part. And
it's like any issue you have, it's just like it's like almost like referring you to a Bible verse. You know what I mean? They're just like, it's no like, oh man, like crazy Yuriy, let's see how we can get that figured out. It's always just like, well, according to document B, line 4, you know, letter 46, you can't do that. I'm just like, bro, what is this bullshit? Anyways, but yes, Paulo and I linked up to do an IRL stream the other day. And that show's hella fun.
Yeah.
I feel like both.
You didn't expect to go on Back on Figg though.
Oh yes. I didn't expect to go on Back on Figg. The original idea was for Riley to drop me off at Pollard's place, and then Riley was gonna do Allie's and Tess's. I was gonna say Jess. And Tess's hair, and then I was gonna go with Pollard to go do this IRL stream, and then Pollard randomly was just like, "Yo, just meet me at the Back on Figg warehouse." I've never been there before, and like I said, guys, I said this on stream the other day, but when you walk in there's like a front door, right? You walk in, and I was kind of like expecting it to be a little bit like, I guess, a no jumper type layout where you walk in there and there's like a huge corridor. You say hello, blah blah, and then the filming is way in the back, right? Mm-hmm. This one is like you enter, and the filming is like. You enter and the filming's right there. Yeah. And then, so like I wanted to at least like I wanted to pee. Number one, I really wanted to pee. I wanted to put my backpack down and all that stuff, and I wanted to put my jacket on. But I literally just walked in, like just like holding 2 bags and a fucking sweater. I'm just like, oh hey, how's it going? Like I really did not expect to go on the stream, and also I didn't know how long they wanted me on there. You know what I mean? Like that's the other thing is like,
you just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Till they say something, but it seemed like they didn't care. They wanted you on there
because it almost felt like I invited myself on, because they didn't exactly. Tyrell didn't text me saying, "Yo, come on," or
he
anything.
knew you were coming. And he invited you the day before too, so. To go IRL. He called you.
Oh yeah, that's true. W Tyrell for inviting me on that. I would have really been down. And also, I was not lying. Riley was literally there. I talked about this on Back on Figg, but I told Tyrell, I was like, bro, when you called me, I was literally butt naked. And Riley was literally there because I had just taken a shower, and Riley was complaining, saying, you've been in the shower for like 40 minutes now. It's because I was shaving if I shave my face, I shave everything else. So it's just like a whole 20-minute process.
It takes forever.
Anyways, I just
got home from the gym.
I just finished shaving, you know what I mean, like and showering, all that stuff. I just got out the shower and I see my phone's ringing. And when I see my phone's ringing after the shower, I'm assuming that this is the person's 3rd, 4th time calling me, because I haven't been paying attention to my phone and I've been showering for like 50 minutes. So I was like, oh shit, Tyrell's calling me. You must have been blowing me up. But I think that was his first time calling me, and I was like, hello? And he's like, yo, I'm gonna scoop you up right now. And I'm like naked. I'm like, dude, I'm getting ready for Reconnected.
That's so funny. He's like, pause. Like, it always does that every single time.
Is it weird to pick up the phone while you're naked?
No.
Yeah, right?
They can see you.
Have you ever picked up... Okay, never mind.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't even go there.
Because we haven't done it, so I know that. I don't want to hear yes.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Never mind. Anyways, yeah, we went to go to Back on Figg, and then I pulled out my Tito's, right? Because I was like, yo, I'm going to take some shots of Tito's. And Tyrell was like, bro, he's like, look around you. There's 40 bottles. He's like, no. He's like, we got you. Like, drink one of our bottles. They only had, like, tequila. And I was like, fuck it.
So you mixed.
I mixed that night. I got super drunk. I was like, fuck it, dude. And I drank, like, I think 3 or 4 tequila shots.
Makes sense with your Daisy obsession.
I was not obsessed with Daisy.
Both of y'all.
The chat was obsessed with Daisy. I don't give a fuck about... ex-porn star.
Now she's an ex-porn star?
That's what she... That was...
I didn't hear that part. Well, you never said that.
I'm not gonna... Dude, you didn't tell me that you had dropped all the garbage on the way to the trash can. I had to hear that through your live stream. You never told me that.
What?
And we had...
Who cares?
I care. We had like 2-3 hours.
Oh, now you're flipping. That's crazy.
No, that's not flipping. I'm just I'm bringing this up to you where, like, we had 2-3 hours of talking, and then all of a sudden I'm like watching your stream, and you're like...
It wasn't 2 or 3 hours. That's first of all, that's a lie.
You're like, chat, the craziest thing happened to me today. I'm like, what is this crazy thing? I didn't hear this story. So it's like, it goes both ways.
Okay.
You expect me to tell you? You know how many?
Heard it.
You know how many things happened on stream that day? So many things. Some homeless man was trying to take my bottle away from me.
You're just trying to
This
deflect.
other homeless man protected me. A bunch of shit happened.
Okay, whatever, dude.
I don't care about homeless ex-porn star titties, dude.
Okay, I didn't know about that. Crazy.
Do you want to see this lady?
No.
She's a crackhead.
Okay.
You're going to feel insecure about a crackhead.
Okay, you're actually gaslighting, and now you're calling me insecure when I'm obviously laughing and giggling about it.
No, you're like interesting.
It's funny.
It's funny. What's funny? It's
funny.
Okay, now it's funny.
Jesus.
That seems like it's funny.
Okay.
There's like a girlfriend's funny and a guy's funny is two different things. Guys is like haha. Girls are like haha.
You're just making it worse for yourself.
Bro, dude. God damn it. Either way, the stream with Toke went very well. It was super cool. We didn't see Daisy.
You were looking. Searching up and down.
No, we were not searching up and down. The reason why I was asking so many strangers and random people if they know who Daisy are is because Toke be capping, bro. I'm sorry. I don't want to say it, but Toke be capping. Toke be saying, yo, this person's a legend, Venice Beach legend, ex-pro skater, ex-porn star, blah, blah, whatever, right? I was like, all right, I'm going to call Toke out on his cap. He kept saying Daisy's a legend of Venice Beach, crackhead Daisy. Everyone knows her. It's crazy Daisy, whatever. I was like, all right, let me ask every single person that Toke knows who the hell Daisy is. No one knows who she is. I think this is Toke's friend.
I don't know. You must meet her one day.
I don't want to meet her. She throws poop at people, apparently.
That's crazy.
Some people will pay for that, I think. I don't know. But anyways, the stream we did was hella fun. It was really interesting. And dude, like we hit 800 plus viewers.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was
so
crazy.
good.
Like people really love when Toke and I stream together. Honestly, I'm not sure if Toke is down. I just thought of this right now. But imagine Toke and I did a fucking $1 a minute, but we have to be together the whole time. We have to sleep together in the same room, not the same bed, but like imagine we did a month cap, $2 equals 1 minute, and it's Toke and I.
A month?
What are you assuming here?
I'm not assuming anything. That's just crazy. Maybe like a week. A month is a long time.
Okay, a week. You're right. A
Good.
week is a good time. A good place to start. But during our month stream, I had to take hella shower breaks. How is Toke gonna take shower breaks while we're together? You know, it's like that's where it gets interesting.
Okay, I don't know what to say.
Bro, I'm really gonna have to be abstinent for a month. If I'm
Why are you saying a month?
If I'm with Toke?
Why are you looking at me like
my
that?
God. We're just
Jesus.
talking. We're looking at it. You're the only person in the room.
Stop staring.
Thanks. I'm ugly or something?
No, you're beautiful.
No. A guy doesn't want to hear he's beautiful. I want to hear handsome.
You are handsome.
Chiseled, fucking strong, cool, like beautiful. No.
Why?
I'm not Trisha Paytas's assistant here.
My God.
You're so beautiful.
You can't accept a compliment.
Imagine I called you handsome. Baby, looking real handsome.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yes, exactly. It reverses the other way. But also, yo, guys, random fact here. But today is Chuck Norris's birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
How old did he turn?
84.
84
Which is amazing.
Years old, guys. Everyone knows Chuck Norris's tears can cure cancer. Chuck Norris's laughter can move mountains. And a handshake from Chuck Norris can literally heal a broken bone. Like he's like a legendary dude. He's, one of the best athletes we have in this world. He can, he's Goku. He's literally like the living Goku we have nowadays. I have a photo, guys, and it's at my parents' apartment. I have a photo of my uncle. My uncle is the dude who signed up my parents. Or he's the dude who signed up my dad's name for the green card lottery, and he's the reason why we're even here, right? It's because my uncle is also like he's very, very spiritual. He's like very spiritualistic, and also he's very into martial arts. A lot of Russian people are, realistically, but there's a photo of my uncle like getting like a belt while shaking hands with Chuck Norris. And I used to never pay attention to this photo. It used to always be in my fucking living room, and I used to never pay attention to it. And then around like 2010, 2011, the Facebook memes start of like Chuck Norris's tears can cure cancer. Mm-hmm. And I'm like looking at my wall. I'm like, that's the dude. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, this dude like trained my uncle. Pause.
Uncle's gonna live forever.
Dude, I gotta ask my uncle, like, give me
like how did he get trained? Where
was
this at?
I bet
was this just for the ceremony?
Yeah, exactly. I gotta ask questions like that. But also, you'd be surprised. Like when I took karate for like years, guys. I took karate for like 2 years, and in karate, like
I took karate for years. I took karate for 2 years.
That's years, is that not?
But you were like making it seem like for years.
Okay, 2 years, dude. But anyways, we did number one, our teacher, he was like kind of like, I guess, a legend in the karate game. Like he was going around the world constantly, also like doing, like talks and shit like that, and doing performances or whatever it is. Like he was kind of like a legend in the karate game because he had so many belts and shit. But he was our teacher, and then we would have like guest teachers come in. He would be like, "Yo, is my boy fucking triple black belt, you know what I mean, like master of taekwondo in the world, whatever, like he's my homie, he's gonna be training you guys today." Like we would have people like that coming in. So I wouldn't be surprised if Chuck Norris actually had a class that he taught, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And imagine a celebrity fucking taekwondo class.
That would be a crazy
probably
class.
Be like $1,000 a lesson or some shit like that.
Yeah, but if he knows the coach or whatever and he just wants to hook up the class, some people are nice like that.
I just saw someone in the chat say karate isn't real, and guys, I was very, very disappointed with karate. My reference of karate at this point was I saw the original, what's that movie, Wax On, Wax Off? Like they made Karate Kid. They made recreations of it. I watched the OG one, right? Like the old ass one, and that shit was dope, bro. And there was like other like kind of martial arts movies I was watching at the time where I was like, bro, this is so sick. And I was telling my parents I want to do this shit so bad. And I was also being like a really bad kid. I kept getting in trouble. My parents thought that if I went to karate class, I would come home tired and I wouldn't be getting into trouble no more. You know what I mean? But like it really, I would just get in trouble in karate class, like constantly. But
you've always been a little shithead.
Once I took karate, like I said, I did for like 2 years. That shit is lame as fuck, bro. Number one, the boards where you go like, gah, and you like break a board. Those boards aren't. It doesn't feel like you're breaking a board. You know what I mean? Like it feels like it already has like a line in it or something like that. Number one, because you see like little kids and like there's like I'm doing the same thing some little kids are. They're like little kid going ah, and he's like breaking a board too, and like his mom's going like good job, good job. I'm like, bro, there's no way this shit's real. And then also once you enter the class, it's all like literally I could compare it to learning dance moves. They literally will tell you, hey guys, today we're going to learn the blah 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 blah, and it's 13 moves, and they're like it's ha. Ha, ha, ha. And then like you literally have to practice like the sequence of moves, and then the karate teacher's just staring at you going, no, you did it wrong. It's like ha, ha, and like that's you're just doing the sequence of moves. Then once you learn that one, you learn another.
Well, you didn't keep going. You didn't get to learn the cool stuff. You have to learn the fundamentals.
There's no backflips. There's no
front
flips. No, even in the future, I saw the black belts and like the black belt 3-stripe fools coming in. They were just doing like other sequences and shit. There was no front flips, back flips, like running up walls and shit. It was nothing.
Running up. Okay, you're not training to be a ninja.
It was nothing I imagined. Karate. What do you think when you hear karate? Ninja.
You think ninja? I guess.
That shit was lame. Waste of money.
Yeah.
My parents, it was my mom, my dad, and my godmother and my godfather, R.I.P. They were all putting their money together, and it was $100 a month. It was $100 a month for that class. And I remember they would get so pissed when I would get sometimes I would get sent home by the karate teacher. He would call my parents and be like, "I'm not teaching Yuriy today. Pick him up."
Why? Why are you like that? Why are you so disrespectful?
Because one of the main reasons I wasn't the only. I'm not the only bad kid here. There was a changing room, right? There's like the main room where you do the lessons and shit, and there's a changing room, right? The changing room had like a light switch where you switch it off, all the lights go off. And I didn't come up with this, dude. One of the other kids, like he would do this thing where he would turn the light off and go ha ha ha, and like you would just get randomly. He would just start throwing random karate chops in the dark, and if you get hit, you get hit. I started doing that shit too, so I was just, like, it was like a thing where like if you're by the lights, you turn the lights off and you start throwing random karate chops around. Whoever gets hit gets hit. But like the teacher would get hella pissed. He'd be like, "Fucking Yuriy." He made me.
This is why I want to have a girl.
Oh my god. Mother. Yeah. Okay.
Boys are so crazy.
Girls.
Let's chop each other in the dark.
Dude, the girls, you know what? Some of the crazy shit I learned from was like the crazy girls in my school. There was like girls in my school, like when I was doing ecstasy, they were doing ecstasy too, and they would be in class taking Vicks vapor rub and going, and then passing it around and going and like giggling and shit.
I'm not talking about that. I'm
and I would
talking
ask
about
them, like,
being a kid. I'm not talking about getting older, babe.
Well, that's
okay.
like they were like 15, 16.
Okay.
I was okay. That's how old are you in 4th grade?
You're like 8.
I was 8. Damn, that was 8 years old.
Yeah.
I wonder how small I was. Probably so tiny, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember that. All right, cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers, cheers. He was what?
He was 18. No, I was not 18. But also, guys, oh wait, I know we already kind of like talked about the Oscars and shit, but you were just completely disappointed. There's like nothing cool about it at all.
There was
even being there, like
it was kind of annoying, honestly. You had to walk around everything.
And also, I'm not sure if you noticed, but every tourist, especially I feel like a lot of like newly immigrated tourists or just maybe immigrant tourists, they just assume that if you ask a cop like, hey, excuse me, where can I see the celebrities, they assume the cops are gonna be honest with you. All the cops are just diverting.
Yeah,
none of them want to even deal with it. They're just like, no, next street. And then Riley and I, we went over like I think 3-4 streets, and then we finally saw like a cop like talking to some other family, and he tells them, oh, just keep walking that way to the next street. And I already know what street he said.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, once we get there, there's nothing. There's no Chinese theater or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's literally just like Hollywood t-shirts and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, there's nothing there.
Yeah, it was a flop.
Bro.
Whatever though. Now I know.
But also, Riley and I were kind of talking about it where, let us know, chat. Riley pulled up some stream. It got taken down. I don't know whose stream it was, but Riley pulled up some stream. It was like a stream of the Oscars. And it showed there was a lot of people in front of the red carpet, like cheering and like asking for autographs and stuff. So how do you become one of those people? Are they fake fans?
I feel like you have to be there early.
Okay, so that's
my theory.
Yeah, and I kind of agree with that theory, which is I believe that those streets are all public streets, guys, and they can't close off the streets permanently the whole day. So I believe if you really show up at 5 a.m, mm-hmm. Put your elbows on the gates and just stand there, they're just going to start closing around you, and then you're just going to become one of those people. But then also I was kind of thinking like, they don't really search you. Like you could have, weapons on you or something like that. So that's what makes me think that those people that have like cheering in front of the red carpet, I feel like those are like Craigslist people.
Like extras?
Yeah, extras.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
You think they're genuine?
I think they're real. And they're like reporters too.
Okay, that was the other thing. They're probably mostly reporters or reporters' assistants or media, because there's so many medias.
Mm-hmm.
We saw French media over there, so it's like, what's that popular Mexican channel?
I don't remember what it's called. I don't know.
God damn
Don't
it.
ask me. Everybody like already clowns me about this shit.
Oh, god damn it. I've seen them before. I've seen them reporting around LA before. It's funny, but I bet you they were there as well. It's probably dude, I wonder if Russian media is just ignoring this shit completely.
Yeah.
They probably don't even give a fuck.
No, they don't like Americans.
Damn, man. The Russia shit's so depressing right now. Ricky Glazer, he said that he's down to link up once he's going to post his Russia vlog. So I'm excited for his Russia vlog. I'm not sure. Do you follow Ricky Glazer on Instagram?
No.
He posted a photo where he went to the new McDonald's. So I've talked about this a long time ago. If you guys want more information about it, just look up NFKRZ, no fuckers, McDonald's, and he'll explain it better. But basically, McDonald's used to be in Russia, but ever since the Ukraine war, they took their business out. So Russia replaced McDonald's with their own version of McDonald's. And there's a photo of Ricky Glazer skating in the middle of the restaurant while the restaurant's full of like people eating, and they're just like all like cheering and shit like that. And like there's some dude filming him with some crazy big camera. Like it's a big deal, you know what I mean? Like it's not a small deal. Like they're really Russia is trying to build their own entertainment, you know what I mean? Like, and they've been trying to do this for years, but like they're really trying to build their own entertainment at this point, because I feel like you can't just have like, unless you're gonna become North Korea, like, you have to keep up with the times even a little bit, even if you're being some crazy country like Russia. You know, there has to be some like integration of social media.
But it's all like weirdly, what's the word? Staged, kind of something.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like a lot of it, like their New Year's or their Christmas like specials things that they do are like all these old-timey celebrities. Like your mom always says like they've been famous for years and stuff, and it's like all this like, I don't know, like weird kind of vibe where it's like all like the stage performance of these same characters.
You know what Russia's a little bit like is it's a little bit like the Hunger Games.
Yeah, it kind of gives Hunger Games vibes.
It's really like that, where those people that Riley's talking about, like most people don't keep up with Russian media, obviously, but in Russian media,
it's hard to describe.
there's certain celebrities, right? There's this one dude guys, when I was like 8 years old, right? Even younger, bro, since I could fucking even recall a memory, since I was like 8 years old or even younger, I remember coming to the living room during New Year's and my parents were like, Happy New Year's, you know, like cheers, and I would get like my little apple cider. That dude has been on screen since I was a kid, and he's still on screen today, and he has so much fucking Botox and shit injected to his face that he just looks insane at this point. But like, I guess he doesn't have any wrinkles. He just looks insane, bro. But he's been on screen forever, and he's not the only one. There's like a bunch of other Russian celebrities that they're just the only Russian celebrities that you know, fuck with the government. I feel like a lot of the newer, younger, like people that you know, get a voice or get like some social media clout, they speak against Putin in some sort of way because they keep up with America. Dude, Russian people love American media so much. Like, they obsess over it. They love Britney Spears. They love Justin Timberlake. They love Kim Kardashian. They love this shit, bro. So it's like all the young kids are keeping up with this, and then they see Kim Kardashian saying, wow, Russia's so evil. They're going to get put on, you know, to this information as well. They're not just going to love Russia unconditionally.
Yeah.
But
everybody, like, kind of revolts, too, in their own areas, you know?
Yeah. But it's interesting, like, I really wonder, like, Ricky Glazer, chat, that's very legendary. Like, what he did, like, I know some people might overlook this and be like, oh, this is just some random skate trip. Like, Ricky Glazer was invited by Russia to go skate for, you know, the skate competition that they have out there. They're trying to make their own. In America, we have SLS, Street League Skateboarding. It was created by Rob Dyrdek. In Russia, they're trying to create their own thing. I think it's called Games of Future or Games of the Future. And they invited Ricky Glazer and a bunch of other amateur and professional skateboarders to participate in this game. And dude, like, right now we're in like a very contentious time between America and Russia. I don't know what Russia's relationship is with Australia. I feel like Australia's just like out of it.
They like, just do their own thing.
Yeah, they're minding their own business. Like, I feel like like Russia doesn't even give a fuck about Australia. So, but he lives in America, but he doesn't have American citizenship. He has an Australian citizenship. So I feel like they just don't care. You know what I mean?
But
like,
the people who he was with are from America, right?
No, he was with Australians.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So that's why.
Yeah, all the other.
That's the only reason why he went.
Is he's Australian.
Yeah.
There's no Americans.
There was no Americans.
Exactly. So Ricky only went because he was Australian, but he lives in America, and Ricky's very vocal. No, he's not very vocal, but he doesn't hide his feelings about topics. You know what I mean? Like, he'll say certain things unless it's like unprofessional of him. But yeah, it's interesting, bro. Right now, America and Russia are, a lot of people, you know, especially in the chat, I'm sure, like, are too young to remember this, but I think it was like the early 90s and shit. Russia and America in the early 80s, Russia and America had like this Cold War. It was called the Cold War, where, you know, there was not actually any attacking or anything like that, but they just were spying on each other constantly, and they did not fuck with each other. Like, it was like enemies, sworn enemies. And also America was constantly anxious about having a nuclear attack from Russia. People were building bunkers. That's why New York City has a bunch of bunkers right now. To this day, if you walk around New York City, it has a bunch of like nuclear bunkers. It's because they were scared Russia was going to bomb them. You know what I mean? So there was like this Cold War of like this crazy tension, and we're slowly getting back to that point right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And Ricky Glazer got to go over there. Like, that's a hard time to go there, dude.
Yeah.
I could not go there right now.
I was so surprised like when you told me he was going.
Me too.
But such a cool experience.
Such a cool experience, and I'm sure, and I posted the video. I don't know who that lady was, but Ricky Glazer ran into some Russian lady, and I reposted the video. And the lady basically said in Russian, she's like, "Yura, где ты?" She's like, "Yuri, where the fuck are you?" She's like, "Why aren't you here?" She said, "We have Russian vodka, we got kvass." She's like, "Where the fuck you at?" Shout out to Harmonious gang. And then she's like, "Goodbye," whatever. And I was like, "Bro, that's so dope, dude." Shout out to Ricky Glazer.
Yeah, that's sweet.
I wonder, I was bringing this up on stream. Russians can be very persuasive. You know what I mean? Like, you go over there, Ricky Glazer, come on. How are you not going to take a shot with us? We're all here together. We're all from across the world. This is once in a lifetime. Blah, blah. How are you not going to take a shot, right? Like, do you think Ricky broke?
I don't know. I think so with that video.
But, babe, his girlfriend didn't go with him, right? How would you feel if I was 12 years sober and I broke my sobriety without you?
He was saying that he was going to stop. He was like thinking about getting into drinking because of her, right? Didn't he say that?
No, like, I think it was like, I was worried that he was trying to get into drinking because of me, because I started like linking up with Ricky Glazer, and he's telling me he's been like 11, 12 years sober, and then he's like, I never quit because I had an addiction. He's like, I just quit because I wanted to quit. He's like, it honestly doesn't seem too bad. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, I'm kind of down to start drinking again. And I told him, I was like, bro, please don't tell me like you're making this decision because of me, because the chat loves to paint me as a fucking negative influence on people. You know what I mean? But like, I don't want people
Well, you tell everybody that I got you into drinking.
No, dude, you got me into a healthier version of drinking.
And then, yeah, before you were always telling me stories about how much you used to drink and shit. So
I did not. No, actually, I did not drink a lot. Okay, so what happened with me was, for a long time.
You were drinking from a young age when you would skate. You said that you guys would get beers and shit.
I would rarely drink. I would be the one homie in the group that would rarely drink. I tried Four Loko because it was popular. Because everyone was drinking popular. Like this Four Loko thing that was like everyone's talking about. I was like, all right, whatever. I'll try Four Loko. Had a terrible experience. Threw up in a restaurant, and then I was like, all right, fuck that shit. And also, like, I grew up with like alcoholism in my family, so I was like, I never fucked the drinking. You know what I mean? Like, I never really liked it at all. It's been like a long thing. You know, Russian people deal with it all the time. But I was like, I did not like drinking. But I broke my ankle, and this was my longest injury, guys. Like, I broke my ankle, and I was literally. I had a cast, like, the last time I had a cast on my leg, it was like 2-3 months. It wasn't that bad. This time, I had a cast on my leg for like 6 months, bro. Like half a year. And not only did I have a cast on my leg, but the last time I had a cast on my leg, the doctor gave me crutches. He gave me all this stuff so I could be mobile. This time, the doctor was like, yo, he's like, you're lucky to escape surgery. He's like, because I told him, I was like, bro, I really don't want surgery. I don't want no metal rod inside of me, right? So he's like, shout out to this doctor, bro. But he's like, all right. He's like, listen, if you don't want surgery, he's like, you have to listen to my rules very specifically. He's like, you can't walk. You have to keep your leg elevated for the next 5 to 6 months. And I was just like, bro, that was so heartbreaking to hear. I was like, God damn it. I was like, this is gonna be fucking hell. And
that sucks.
And this is when my parents didn't let me smoke at home. So I was like, what am I gonna do, bro? Like, not only is my leg broken, I'm in pain, but I have to deal with it. I was like, how am I gonna do this? Anyways, once my leg finally healed and I was out, I just like went crazy. I was just like, dude, I'm going to the bar every weekend. I was just trying to live it up because I just felt like I was so constricted for 7 months. You know what I mean? And then that quickly turned into a thing where I just associated drinking with going to the max. You know what I mean? I never like thought drinking was just like, oh, have a little mixed drink, you know, chill, have a good time. I thought drinking was like, you link up with the homies and then you wake up in a trash can. You know what I mean? Like type shit. Like, you just get as drunk as possible. So Riley introduced me to, you know, like, you could just have a drink and not, you know, have to, you know, get blacked out every single time. I was like, oh, okay, you're right.
Oh shit.
You want to hear a funny story?
Sure.
Guys, I'm not gonna say the names, but I had this homie in high school a long time ago, and he was a grade ahead of me. He was Freddie Mercury's friend as well, and I was in 10th grade, and he was in 11th grade, and I lived maybe like 10 blocks away from school, and I would skate to school, and it would take me like maybe like 7-8 minutes to skate to school. And then one day, I'm skating to school. I'm in 10th grade, And then like I usually don't take this path, but I decided to take this like one small street. And I'm going through this small street, and then I see, like, you know how sometimes people leave couches on the grass and shit? Someone had left a couch on the grass, and I see someone sleeping in the grass. I'm sleeping on the couch. So I'm assuming it's just like some homeless person. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like skating past. I'm like, as I'm skating past, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, that's my homie that I go to school with. I'm like, yo. And I wake him up. I'm like, yo. I'm like, what's going on, dude? I'm like, why are you sleeping on this couch here? He's like, oh my God, bro. He's like, fucking crazy party last night. Like he's like, what's going on here? I'm like, dude, it's 7:50 in the morning. School starts at 8. I'm like,
what the fuck?
I was like, I'm on my way to school. He's like, all right, fuck. He's like, I'm gonna go with you. I just found this fool sleeping in the street.
Bruh, Hollywood High. Hollywood High's finest.
Ask Freddie Perky, bro. Yeah, Freddie Perky knows about this, but he was just sleeping on some random couch. I guess he was like, he got too drunk the night before. Jesus. And he just went to school with me. No backpack, no pen, no nothing.
Bruh.
It was so funny, dude.
Never. My school was so lame compared to yours.
Well, here's the thing. Is
you had like crazy. You lived in like, but you live in like an area where the life is fast.
Exactly. I didn't really think about it. When
we had chill.
Yeah, when I didn't think about when I was younger, but when we were walking around on Kick earlier today, some people in the chat were saying like, "Damn, it's crazy. This school is like right next to the boulevard," and I'm like, "Yes, guys, like,
literally,
you have like you leave school and they were very like protective of the students, like as much as they can be. You know what I mean? Like, but once you leave a certain block radius, you're on your own type shit. You either have your parents pick you up or you got to be walking home. But to be honest, a lot of kids were just walking home. You know what I mean? But also, my dad had placed a super strict rule on me where school ended at 3:08 p.m. and I needed to be home by like 3:20. And I not only that, but we had a home phone, and I had to call my dad from my home phone, telling him I was home at 3:20 every day. And if I didn't, he'd be like, "You're in trouble." Like, I'd be in trouble if I was not home within 10, 12 minutes of school getting out.
It's crazy over there. But that's so strict. Fuck.
Yeah, he was hella strict, bro.
That's crazy.
Dude, the weekends was so ass because when I was a kid, I used to wake up hella early, like just because I was like, I don't know, I was an auntie and shit. I wake up like at 6 in the morning. I wake up at 6 like ready to go skate, and I'd be like on a Saturday, I'd be waking up at 6 in the morning, like, you know, in like 10th, 11th grade, like ready to go skate. My dad and I'd be like, oh yo, like I'm gonna go skate, and he'd be like, nah, you can't leave the house until noon. And you can't be home and you have to be home until at 6. It's like,
wow.
I only had 6 hours outside, and I couldn't leave the house until noon. It was the dumbest.
That is the stupidest rule.
I don't do. It was the most like fucking dictator.
Straight up. Why are parents like that?
But maybe it's because my dad was like driving on his way to work and just saw fucking people drinking Windex and shit. He's like,
oh yeah.
He's like, what is this world I'm sending my child into?
He's like, where are we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
I've seen that one time when I was a kid. I seen a homeless man drinking Windex, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? I was like, I thought he had put Gatorade inside the Windex bottle and was drinking it for lulz, you know what I mean, to get people's reactions. But then I think I saw on like Simpsons or American Dad that was like a meme that like alcoholics, you know, homeless alcoholics will resort to Windex as a way to get fucked up.
That's so crazy.
And I was like, oh shit, no, I think that dude is really drinking Windex.
Yourself, literally. Anywho'sville.
Wait, hold. I really have to go use the bathroom. I'm sorry. Okay, no, yeah, that was all the things I had written here. Was Chuck Norris's birthday, Oscars today with Riley, and then the IRL with Took. Okay, here, let me make this larger so Riley can read the chat. Okay, so I'm realizing after Riley started streaming recently on It's Riley G on YouTube, you're just like my mom.
What?
When you look at a phone, you're like, but like from far you're fine, but you're like you're farsighted.
No, it's both.
It's both?
Yeah.
So right now, can you see that or not?
Yeah, I can. It's just like a little fuzzy.
You were on stream cooking, and then you're like, the phone was this far away from your face, and you're like, sorry, chat, let me see. And you're like, you could like, I was like, bro, that's my mom. I was like, dude, like you need those reading glasses.
The readers.
I
use them at work.
Or eat carrots. Eat like 1,000 carrots a day.
You told me that yesterday.
Yes. Someone told me that really will heal your eyes. I'm not sure if that's proven or not, but I heard that.
Oh, well, I'll try it.
You want to update them on beans potentially?
We already talked about it.
On Figg.
I'm not gonna update about his unfortunate news. Here he goes. No, not true. What's up, Kayla? What's up, Stony Tony? He's about to be on a sick one. Why do you guys think that? He literally took the test. Scriblio really quick. Yo, stream Sunday. Facts. I'm a little low energy. I'm kind of tired. We walked so much. Fake test. That was CVS certified.
Did you talk about him?
No.
Oh. Why'd he come over? I thought you heard.
Because you went to the bathroom.
Oh. But chat, we have a beans update. And Riley was shocked by this. Riley said she didn't know guys could get yeast infections, but the other day, it was like overnight. Like the night before, fine, right? And we didn't notice anything. The next day, we were on stream.
I went to work and then I came back.
And we're like on your stream or my stream, or like we're on stream.
No, this was before, not before. This was.
Oh, you hadn't already noticed.
Stream.
You didn't. You like. I guess you had told me, but like.
Yeah.
Riley basically said like, "Yo, babe, like, did you spill any maple syrup on the floor? Like, what's going on with beans?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Beans smells like maple syrup." And I was like, "What?" And then we're on stream.
And I was like thinking about it because we had those pancakes the other day, but I was like, we didn't even use the syrup.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, we had those pancakes. I'm like, yeah, we didn't. We just ate them dry because those were really good.
Yeah.
But anyways, I thought Riley was tripping. And then I was like petting Beans and I was like giving him a little kiss, pause. And I was like, wait a minute. I smelled him. I'm like, he does smell like maple syrup. I'm like, what the fuck? This is weird. And someone in the chat had said a maple syrup smell can potentially mean a yeast infection. People in the chat like to troll us all the time. So I was like, is this a troll?
Yeah,
like, is
I was
this
like,
real?
because I was like, there's no way guys could get yeast infections. That's so random. But then I looked further into it because I was like, this is weird. Why does he smell like this? And then I saw something about diabetes, so I was getting scared. And I was like, okay, I want to read all these. But we don't
give him any sugary things.
Yeah, we don't give him. He has
like a very limited diet. You know,
we don't give him human food really ever.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, let me look at like these symptoms and stuff. And then I saw the yeast infection thing, and it was like if your dog is licking its paws a lot. And I noticed that he had started doing that. Yes. Because he never used to do that.
And the other night, like, I was trying to go to bed. Like, I went to sleep at 3 or 4 in the morning. And I just hear... And I'm just like, what the I'm like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's Beans. And I was wondering what that was. And then, yes, like, just, I think earlier today or yesterday, he was, like, also licking his paws. And I'm like, bro, like, what's up with him? And then Riley said that. And I'm like, damn, he must have... But how does a dog get a yeast infection?
I don't know. I have to do more research, but we could just get medicine from Petco, I saw.
Yeah. Bro, Riley has her, like, foot up, and Bean just put his
My foot's, like, popped.
Beans put his head on Riley's foot, and he's just, like, chilling. He's, like, staring at me. But, yo, guys, also... everyone who's ever sent us a package, thank you guys so much, man. We have an open PO box. If you guys want to send us anything, we open up the packages every Sunday, and the PO box address is in the description. It's PO box 11535 Burbank, California 91510. And then yeah, that was it. And also, you know, I just randomly thought of this today, guys, but we are going to bring the green screen back, but I like the idea of building up the walls so that, like, you know, when we put the green screen up, when we take it down, we at least still have something cool to look at. Because before it was just like empty, you know, emptiness. And I like actually being able to hang all this stuff. Like this Stay Grounded poster right here. I've had it forever. The Biggest Bros rug. It was the cats were clawing at it. So I'm happy we can at least put on the wall now. We'll be safe. And, you know, the weed bags collage thing I made, like it's dope to actually put stuff on the walls. There's like a bunch of other stuff we probably want to put as well. But I was thinking, like, if anyone wants, I will definitely be down to sell a sponsored spot like on one of the walls where it could literally say Beans Kush or Beans maybe you have like a ball company where you sell tennis balls. So Beans balls on the wall.
Beans balls. Don't play with them like that. He's so sad.
On the wall. Just email me. Wait.
Oh,
Beans, bruh. Email me at 10talksla@gmail.com, bro. Beans for sure just ripped one, dude. God, dude. He's like, that's what you get for talking about my balls, bro. Beans, please leave. Beans, hallway.
He did have some diarrhea.
Hallway,
earlier.
Beans, hallway. If you're gonna be farting, bro, no.
Go Stinky. It was Yuriy.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was Beans.
Hallway.
That was definitely a Beans one.
Dude, he's ignoring me right now because he knows I'm on stream. Beans, go the hallway.
He's like, the people want me here.
No, they don't, dude. Beans, stop farting. Jesus. Bruh. Oh, my God. Okay, so I know Riley did not want to talk about this on stream the other day, but, babe, we got to give our opinion on this. A little bit. A little bit at least.
Okay.
Not a lot. But this video has been going very viral of Texas man shoots his wife after finding out she was cheating on him.
Is he naked?
He's in a robe?
Yeah.
I guess.
Schlong out?
Yeah, schlong's out. Schlong's out, shotgun's out. And in this video, he's basically telling her, like, hey, it's over with. He's like, I hope you get to meet Jesus. Goodbye. And she and her,
shit.
if you listen to it, like, Riley hasn't got to see it yet, but if you listen to it, like, her tone of voice is not, I don't think she's like I don't think she thinks he's gonna shoot, because her tone of voice is like, calm down, like, chill, like, what are you doing? Like, this is all on film, like, relax. And he apparently did shoot her, and she died. And the reason why it's such big news is because he only got 10 years in jail.
Yeah.
And that might be because of that.
That is crazy.
But there is that rule of, like, what's it called?
Emotional distress?
It's kind of like emotional distress. I don't think it applies in this case.
I don't think so.
There's a thing where if you catch your partner, your wife or your husband cheating on you, and then in the middle of catching them cheating, you murder one of them, there's like a word for it where it's like you get less time because you were tripping, basically, because
we have to look into this.
The emotional I'm not lying.
I feel like I have heard this.
Yes, the emotional distress of finding out your partner has, like,
crime of passion.
Yeah, crime of passion. There you go. It's like the emotional distress of finding that out at that moment is, like, apparently so much to bear that some people just flip the hell out, So here's my take on this. So you can, I want to hear your take as well. But number one, the video we just saw.
Yeah, don't cheat.
This guy's ugly, bro. This guy's big, chunky. His feet. I'm not sure if you guys. I watched the video a couple times. His feet are, like, swollen. He got, like, 4 chins going on. Bald head,
then
bro.
Leave his ass.
Exactly. So that's my point. That's my whole thing. Is like, why not leave him? And then also, apparently I saw something saying that his daughter said that not only did she, also this is, like, very old. Apparently this is, like, an old video. It's not new. But apparently his daughter had said, like, not only did she lose her mom that day, but she lost her dad, because she's like, I'm not fucking my dad no more after this.
That's really sad.
But also, I don't defend his actions anyway. That's crazy. But girls, on podcasts, and you've said this before, which is like, Yuriy, if I ever catch you cheating, I'm cutting your balls and dick off. Like,
I would never obviously do that, but I feel the way about cheating is, like, you might as well just break up with them. Like, I feel like that's probably the worst pain to possibly feel. I don't ever want to experience that kind of pain, because that's just so deceitful and gross to me, and it scares me how much people do it.
What's like, okay, you see, the heartbreak is bad. You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like the older you get, it's like, you're at least a little bit callous to heartbreak, where you're just like, okay, like, people are people, but
it's the sneaky, like, you lied to me, like, you're not even the person I thought you were.
Dude, I feel like the thing that would piss me off the most is, like, if I was at that age, if I reached, like, 50, if I reached, like, level. 50, 60, and I found out for the past 20, 30 years you were doing this, I would have been like,
you wasted my whole life.
I could have been single this whole time, and not, bro. Not like that.
Yeah. Not like you want to right now.
No, I don't want to be single. I'm just saying, like, rather than deal with
you say things.
Then deal with the sketchy. Would you rather be with a sketchy person like that, or be single?
I wouldn't.
I'd be like, what? Why was I with this sketchy person this whole time? I'd be so pissed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how
you want to be single.
No, you know, dude.
I want to go pee.
Honestly, I feel like my appropriate reaction to that situation is, I'm gonna do it.
What?
I'm gonna go to a weed shop and I'm spending $80 on an eighth. I feel like in a situation like that, I'm like
the top is shelf.
I'm gonna go to fucking Cookies, bro. I'll fucking go to Cookies, bro. I'll go to Cookies and I'll be like crying. I'll be like, give me your most expensive weed, dude. I don't care how much it is an eighth. Just give it to me. And then I'm buying a huge, and then also I'm be like, give me your most expensive rosin. How much? $330 for 0.2. Let it be. Fuck it. Oh, it's the packaging's holographic. Okay, I understand. Give it to me, bro. Oh, what's the tab? 3,600. Fuck it, bro. All right, whatever. Let her rip. And I'm taking my 1 gram and 0.2 of wax with that $1,000 tab, and I'm gonna go get as faded as humanly possible, bro. But maybe get a bottle, dude. Maybe get a bottle for an actual cool price. And then I'll just call it a night right there.
The top is shelf and a bottle of 1942.
Oh yes, exactly. Then I'm gonna go grab some 1942. You see, with the 1942, at least I know I'm getting some fire shit.
Yeah.
With the weed game, it's so
hit or miss.
I'm so tired of this shit, dude. You know, like, honestly, I wouldn't have such a harsh take if I wasn't the victim. I'm literally a victim of the weed game, bro. If it wasn't for this fucking fancy schmancy bullshit going on, I wouldn't be getting roasted every single day of my life. I've been smoking weed since I was like 16 years old. No one's ever said a thing. It's always like, oh, you smoke weed too? Let's go. Homies, bongs, swishers, whatever. Now it's, oh, is your bag holographic? Is there lottery tickets? Oh,
you're still upset,
no. I
about the pack check.
Fucking gross, bro. I could not, dude. I couldn't even fucking smoke that shit no more,
well,
bro.
I know the truth. I know you didn't mean to get the only cans.
Thank you. But still, like I said, I would not have this strong of a reaction to things if I wasn't a victim of the weed game, bro. Because of the weed game, I've been ridiculed, I've been made fun of, I've been bullied, I've lost sleep at night. It's terrible. Who can I sue? Cookies?
What did Cookies do?
They something like I'm suffering because of this shit, dude. Honestly, it's Blasie's fault, bro. I should sue.
What happened to the local weed dealer?
I know.
Weed guy.
I think I've said this before, but when I first
I would expect you to have multiple weed guys.
Well, I did, but one of my weed guys got out of the weed game and into the pool business. He started building pools or like cleaning pools or something. He said it was way better. And then my other weed guy, he moved away. I'm not gonna say his name, but his name. He moved away even further. Like it was already, to go to his house and back, it was already like an hour mission. It was like 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back, spending an hour to get weed. Now it's like he moved even further, so now it's like damn near like, oh, let me spend 2 hours to go get fucking weed. No. And then those are my only 2 weed guys, to be honest. But you see, after this reconnected shit, I've already had like a couple different people DM me saying like, and I hate this, bro. I'd literally rather buy only cans. I swear to God, bro. I'd rather buy only cans, because it's like after this bullshit, I've just been having people hit me up saying, and it's like literally like the Coke world, bro, from back in the day. It's like, bro, I have the best in the best. I have the best in the best. I have the best in LA. I got the best in LA. Oh, those guys are all lying. I have the best in LA. Everyone just
everybody has that good.
Bro, everyone just is the best person in LA to hit up for weed all of a sudden. After reconnected, all the top, apparently, guys, after that clip I posted, I've had 10 of the top weed dealers in LA DM me based on their information. It's like, I don't get this shit, dude. It's like,
well, you gotta bring it. We'll see. Rate my weed.
You know who I miss?
Rate my pack.
I miss Cushface.
Jay?
Cushface Jay.
Oh yeah, what happened to Cushface Jay?
I switched up on him for Big Chief.
Wow.
Then Big Chief left me in the dust. And now there's no Kush Face J nor
Kush
Big
Face
Chief.
was a real one.
Yeah, Kush Face J was a real one, bro.
He did come through always.
Shout out to Kush Face J, man. That. And also, like, I actually did have people hitting me up saying, like, yo, bro, W Kush Face J, I just picked up from him, like, you know, good prices, fire weed. I'm like, let's go, dude. Like, you know, he's actually getting customers from this.
Yeah.
W Kush Face J, I fuck with you, bro. He's linked up with Blasey as well. Hey, yo, W Ricky Glazer, he's in the chat right now. But, okay, hold on. Ricky? What else do we have here to talk about as well? Okay, so we talked about.
I hate that his dick's just out. That pisses me off.
Okay, dude. Wait, so babe.
So random.
In any situation, like, okay, if we hit 50 years old, right? We're both 50 years old. You realize I've been cheating on you for 30 years. You shooting me with a shotgun?
No, I'm not shooting you. My heart will literally just be shattered.
Dude, like, what is the appropriate reaction?
I don't know. I'm just going home.
What does that mean?
I just want my mom to hug me.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
I could cry thinking about it. I don't want to.
Me too.
Okay, why is this on here?
Okay, so, wait here. You down to spark this up?
What?
The reason why I brought this up right here, guys, is okay. Before I show you guys, it's a thing on YouTube. Where
I need to take a second.
Why?
Because we just smoked.
No, yeah, I'll spark it up.
Oh my god.
It's a thing on like YouTube where people who have tattoos, they do what's it called, a tattoo tour. They're like, let's do a tour of my tattoos. They explain what design it is, what's the history of it, you know, like when they got it, all that stuff. And I'm never into that shit. I don't care. I've never watched a tattoo tour in my life that I was like, I really care what this person's tattoo. I don't give a fuck about tattoos. But my mind has been changed. We need a Lush One tattoo tour. Pause. But we need a Lush One tattoo tour. We need I that would go up, bro. Lush. I'm not sure if you'll see this, but you gotta do this shit, dude. You gotta
explain this.
Explain everything. So he has language. Universal language. So like, yeah, maybe universal language, like a tattooed across his chest. He has the Mercedes logo in the very middle of his chest. Why?
I have no clue.
And also,
the tattoo tour would explain.
You guys would have to go look up at this photo. Shout out to Mad Deep Media. They posted this, but if you go look at this photo, maybe zoom in. I believe he has a Xanax bar tattooed on his lower ribs right there. This one, oh, hold on. What does that one say? It says auto-tune. He got auto-tune tattooed on him. Bro, there's so many tattoos. I'm just like, I want to hear the story of this. I feel like it would be dope. A fucking Lush One tattoo tour.
You do it. Make it happen.
This is something that he needs to post on his channel, I feel like.
Well, there you go, Lush.
You got to do it, bro. We got to see the Lush One tattoo tour because we haven't even seen all of them. Who knows what we're going to find below the belt level.
You know their crazy ass stories.
Who knows what he has on the inside of his thighs potentially.
Pause.
Well, okay, yeah, well, not like that, but babe, can you read this topic off?
New study says 5% of Americans are having sex to save on heating bills and amid surging utility costs. Facts. It's always cold.
I'm not gonna lie. Our heater's been broken ever since winter. Ever since winter has started, our heater's been broken. And there's been moments in which I'm like, my toes are freezing. I feel like I see some purple coming into my fingers. I'm like, oh my god, it's so freezing here. And then, you know, we put on some what do we put on? Some Louis.
Yeah.
So we put on some Modern Talking, and then all of a sudden it's hot as fuck. I'm like, oh, it's chill. We don't need no heater. I'm like, we're chilling. And I've noticed that benefit already, but I've never thought of doing it purposely. Is it kind of fake if I tell you, like,
you do get really warm?
Yes, I start sweating. Pause. Okay. But would it be fake if I told you, like, hey babe, like, I'm not particularly horny right now, I'm just cold. Are you down? you got 10 minutes?
Nah.
I might as well do some squats and shit. Yeah, it's the same thing.
You might as well just bundle up.
I don't like bundling up inside the house.
Me either.
It's the lamest shit. I like like I don't understand those like photos and videos where sometimes like people will be like inside the house with like a fucking huge puffy jacket on. I'm like, bro,
no, I'm not wearing that.
When you're inside the house is when you want to like be just in a t-shirt. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you want to be like comfortable and shit. Like puffy jackets for the snow when you're outside.
A hoodie and sweats, but I do miss the heater. I just need to call them. I literally could just call them, but I hate having them in the apartment. It's so annoying.
But is this frugal? Is this frugal activity? Having sex to save on heating bills? It's only 5% of Americans.
Yeah.
Apparently that's us. we're the fucking 5%, dude. All right, hold on. What do we have next here? Okay, yo, I know this ain't Reconnected over here, and I know we're probably gonna talk about this on Reconnected. Sorry, but this is fucking flames, bro. This is so fire, but also I'm not getting this shit. I'm not getting my hands on this. We have the Yu-Gi-Oh.
Never say never.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello Kitty. I'm loving it. McDonald's collab. It's the dark magician as Hello Kitty.
So is it gonna be like almost like a Funko Pop?
I'm not. No, it's probably gonna be toys included. We'll see right now. I haven't really looked through it yet, but it says Yu-Gi-Oh! Times Hello Kitty collab just launched exclusively for McDonald's in Belgium. Where the fuck is Belgium?
That's so random.
You tell me. Yep.
Oh, it's a plushie.
Bro, those are fire.
The Karopi's so cute.
Oh, the boxes. The boxes are sick, dude.
Go to Belgium.
Where the fuck is Belgium? I don't even know where it is. Is it the Netherlands?
I think it is in the Netherlands. We could go to Amsterdam again.
Dude. You see, these are those things that you just buy. You get some quick McDonald's. You might want to eat it. You might not want to eat it. Whatever. This is gonna cost you what, $10? You take that toy, don't open it up, throw it in some dark closet that you just don't ever open, and then 40 years later, you're like, damn, man,
they're so cute,
I wish I had some weed money right now. You take it out, you're like, oh wait, this is worth $3,000. Let's go.
Yeah, you definitely have to keep them in the packaging, but they are so cute to display.
Dude, that's so dope. Like I said, sorry, this is like a Reconnected type topic, but I just thought it was like, I thought that was like a very interesting collab. And I know like at this point, it's like, people have been talking about this where a lot of big companies, they're just throwing anything together. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, whenever some sort of drops happened on McDonald's through Pokemon or whatever it is, like it was for a reason. It was like some sort of episode or series was dropping or something. Like there's some sort of promo involved, But this is just like, hey, you guys like Yu-Gi-Oh? You guys like Hello Kitty? What about Yu-Gi-Oh! Hello Kitty?
Yeah, it's so random.
It's like just very easy, but still they got me. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's dope.
Very cool.
Like low effort shit, you know what I mean? Okay, well, I think that was about all of our topics right there.
Let's go.
How was your week, babe?
It was good. We spent a lot of time together.
It
was a slow week at work, so we got to spend a little more time.
For real.
It was fun though, because I felt like I did a lot more streams with you, and then I did my own streams.
That's true. Oh yeah. Also, yeah, guys, if you guys haven't followed Riley already, it's Riley G ITSRYLEEGEE.
We're almost at 3K
on YouTube. Yes, she's almost at 3K subs, and she's been streaming there, doing like short cooking streams, getting ready with me streams, and also Riley said earlier today that she has officially 8 days left. It's 7:24 right now. At midnight she's gonna have 7. At midnight she's gonna have a week left, but right now she has 8 days left. Until if she wants to, she could drink alcohol again, because she chose to take 75 days off, but because she wanted to do a 75 hard, she didn't exactly start the full challenge until 5 days later, so she's technically doing 80 days off alcohol, and now she has 8 days left.
Or I'm like, it's only 20 days to 100.
Bruh, and then it's only 200 to 300. I don't know, bro, but no rush.
80 days is a long time.
Riley said that she potentially wants to do a YouTube video where she talks about, the pros and cons of doing all this shit.
Mm-hmm. I am. I'm definitely going to do it.
You're going to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
I have to. I already talked about it.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I think Jazzy had asked you whether you would do this again, and you said hell no.
Yeah, just because it's like so long. Where it's like I genuinely like the things I'm doing every day, where it's not where the things where I wouldn't want to do is like take the fucking picture, where I really haven't. That's where I've been like slacking. I haven't been taking a progress picture every day. But like those little random things, like I already drink the fucking water. I like working out every day.
Yeah.
I like reading the books. So it's just like I want to continue doing it, but like have alcohol in my life, but not make it where I'm drinking
all the time.
Yeah, like I was.
And also,
because it was a bad relationship with alcohol.
You said that
But I want to be able to go to a party and be able to have a drink.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, or
unwind.
Be with my family. Yeah, unwind after a long week of work.
Yeah. But also, you said that ever since you started this like reading thing, where a part of her challenge here is she needs to read like every day. You said that you read way faster now.
I feel like I read a lot faster. I know I can't on the stream because I just get nervous and I'm overthinking it. But when I was starting to read, I was like taking like damn near an hour, like 45 minutes to an hour to read. Now I like read in like 25 minutes.
But how much are you trying to accomplish in that hour or 25
10
minutes?
10 pages.
So it took you an hour to read 10
Okay,
pages.
probably not an hour. I'm kind of being dramatic, but like damn near like 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Dude, I remember back in the day, the reason why
But I also like think and get distracted where I like lose my mind or like my thought process and like lose myself in the book, where now I'm like focused and actually like wanting to obtain the information.
That's where like I kind of stopped reading books. I used to love reading books. Like I remember, I forgot what book series I used to read, but I definitely used to read, Lemony Snicket when I was a kid. Right? That was the name of the author?
Yeah. No. Is it Lemony Snicket the author?
I think it is.
But I think that's just the book series.
But anyways, I remember reading that shit. I remember there was like another book series, like kids book series I really liked reading. And it wasn't like a picture book. It was like actually full on pages and shit. And I really liked reading it. But then towards like middle school or high school, I noticed that, yes, I would like read 3-4 pages. And then by the time it got to page 4, I don't remember anything I read on page 1. And I'd be like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like the meetup bench, that they've been talking about for the past couple of pages. I'm like, wait, what? And then I'll find myself going back, rereading stuff. And then it kind of feels like you're rewatching stuff where you already seen some parts, but then some parts you haven't seen. And then I'm just like, I fucking hate reading, dude. I'm like, dude, I can't do this shit. I can't remember what the fuck I'm reading.
You have to focus. That's why it was taking me so long too in the beginning, because I just like think about other things, get distracted with Beans, and then I just have to like reread everything again.
What does Beans do while you're reading?
He's annoying. He like puts his face in my book and like tries to make me play with him and shit.
He puts his face, he like lays down on your book?
Yes, it's so annoying. I have like little marks from him.
That's funny. Oh, he like scratches at your book?
No, he'll just put his like face and his nose is like all wet.
That's funny.
So annoying.
He's such an attention queen. But either way, no, yeah, I want to see that video as well, because also like talking on, like we've said this before, but like talking on podcasts or talking on camera, it makes you like think about what you're saying more. It's almost like writing an autobiography, where you think about what you're saying more, and then you can get more details out. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
Where if someone asks you like on some small conversation shit, like how's your 80-day thing going? Oh, cool. There's pros and cons. But then if you like talk about it for 10 minutes of the pros and cons, then you can be like, damn, I haven't
give
really...
an informational video.
Yeah, you'll even probably bring up things that you yourself didn't even notice. You'll be like, oh wait, I didn't notice this, but that was beneficial as well.
Yeah. So, stay tuned. I'm challenging myself to do it.
Someone sent me a video on I think it was on Kick the other night, and it was a video of this dude who got like a watch, and I think it's like $150 watch, and basically it zaps you to wake you up in the morning, and you cannot turn off the zap until you do jumping jacks.
Oh my god, I don't like that.
It's $150 though. I'm like, damn, I think I need that.
See, in one of the books I read, Think Like a Monk, like one of the chapters was talking about how where he was like studying to be a monk, the ashram, or I don't know how you pronounce it.
Astronomer?
Ashram or something like that.
Astronomer?
No, like the temple where people are training to be monks.
Astronomer.
No. You're making me forget about what I was trying to say.
Oh, sorry.
Anyways, he was saying that you shouldn't have alarm clocks. Like it's bad to like wake up to alerts like that. You should naturally
I agree.
Get up.
I'm turning off my alarm clocks.
But you do, like, you should naturally get up after like 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and you do.
Exactly.
You just sleep late.
That's what I always tell the chat, bro. Like,
but that's why you need to change your sleep schedule so you could wake up earlier, because you naturally wake up after that time.
I like being up at night though. I like the nighttime vibes.
You do. You're an owl.
Yeah, but also, you know what I really noticed? Okay, the two favorite times of day of mine is 2-3 in the morning. It just so chill. Like, I don't know, like I really like the 2-3 in the morning vibes, but then also I've only experienced it a couple times in my life, but I really fuck with the being outside already, like, you know, not waking up, but already being outside and being ready and prepared while the sun is rising. Like that. Really?
Yes.
Dude, that vibe is sick.
It makes me sick.
I remember a long time ago, my parents used to do swap meets, and they used to like sell like jewelry at swap meets and shit. And they used to bring me with them to help them and shit. And at first I used to hate it because I used to always, you know, hate waking up early, and I would have to wake up so early to go with them. And at first they would be like, "Oh, you just sleep in the back of the car," and I would just sleep in the car until like fucking noon. But then at a certain point, after backing them up after so long, I started like waking up at like 5-6 in the morning with them to like help them set up and shit. And I was liking the vibes. I was like, damn, it's kind of dope, like being up like while the sun's just coming up. You know what I mean? Like most people are just waking up, and you're already kind of prepared for the day. Your day, you've already by 3-4 p.m. you've already pulled an 8-hour shift. You know what I mean? Like you're already kind of done by 3-4 p.m.
Yeah.
But what sucks about the swap meet though is, yes, you can finish by 3-4 p.m. but you have to wait until the swap meet closes to get your car out of there. So you have to wait till like 6-7 p.m. and then almost all the swap meets we would go to were like 30-40 minutes away from home. So regardless, we'd get home like at 10 p.m.
Oh my god.
So it was like
all day.
It was all day, bro. That shit was so ass. I hated it.
It is beautiful to witness, but like I think about like going to the airport early in the morning where it's still dark out, and then you're seeing the sunrise. I'm just like,
really?
Yeah, I feel like shit. I don't know why. I always get like nauseous when I wake up too early.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It's weird.
I love waking up hella early, but when I do,
I like naturally waking up early.
I hate seeing the sunrise without going to sleep yet.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That shit happens to me on the kick streams where I'm like streaming and I look out my window and I see it already getting lighter. I'm like, no, and then that's when I'm like, all right, yo, good night, guys. I have to end the stream because I know that once the sun comes up, my sleep is fucked up. Like, it already triggers something in me mentally where I will not be able to get a good night's sleep. Like, I need to go to sleep when the sun is down.
When that happened in Vegas, when we stayed
up,
I felt so gross because I was so drunk and it was like already the sun was rising. I was like blacked out drunk pretty much, and then we just went to sleep. It was gross.
I was telling.
And it was so hot in there.
Dude, the heat was what. It was like we were having such a ball at nighttime. We're like, yeah, let's go party, shots. As soon as that Las Vegas sun comes up, you just like, it's like SpongeBob and Patrick on that fucking board, just like, what is this water? Why was I drinking last night? Jesus Christ, it's the worst, bro.
Shit.
Like, you need a hotel room with AC bumping. There's no
Never
RV.
Again.
Never again RV in Las Vegas, bro. That was the stupidest shit. It was so hot, bro. Like, already after drinking, you're like a little dehydrated, but then you're in an RV, bro, with the Vegas sun just beating on.
And we were at the top.
And those parking lots, they always just have this like apocalyptic desert vibe where it just feels like you're not gonna find a drop of water nearby.
No.
You're just like, fuck, dude, I'm gonna die over here.
Facts, because you had to walk so far. You had to walk so far.
Dude, that shit was ass.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think I threw up that night not because of alcohol. I think I threw up that night because of like the dehydration and the sun.
It was everything mixed. The alcohol with the sun and the dehydration.
And also was that pizza.
The pizza helped.
No, it did not help, bro. I swear to God, like when we got that pizza, I took that first bite. It was kind of like, dude, the other night, dude, Toke is tripping, bro. Toke is like accustomed to Venice Beach food or something like that. But he took me to some fancy pantsy, place during that IRL stream. And I was like, yo, let me get a California roll. I get California rolls everywhere. So I'm like, they all taste pretty similar. Let me get this one. This California roll did not taste like any other California roll. Like, I don't know what they did to this thing. It just tasted weird. Like, I took one bite and I was just like, yo, immediately, at first I was like, okay, fire, because I was just tasting the ginger and the wasabi and I was fucking with it and the soy sauce, I guess. But then after a couple of them, I was like, bro, something's off with these, dude. I was like, it's not right. And then ate 2 of them. He's like, these are fine. They're delicious. And I was just like, bro, something's off with these. And then asked Riley, like, that whole night, I was just like, bro, my stomach's
on fire.
I was like, my stomach's on fire right now, dude. Like, that, something was up with that California roll, dude. It was not right. That imitation crab. I feel like they put hella mayo or spicy mayo in it or something like that. It was just, it was off, bro. It was off. And also, I don't fuck with imitation crab, really.
Yeah, me either.
Every time I go to like a Thai food place or a Chinese place and it's on the thing, I always just say like, nah, I don't fuck with that shit.
I always get dragon roll. It's so good.
Dragon roll is good, but it's so like intense with the flavors. It's like, yes,
it has the sweet sauce.
It's crunchy sweet sauce, middle part. It's like there's a bunch of layers of shit going on, dude.
It's the least fishy.
Oh my god, dude! You know what Toke was eating? Did you see?
No, but you told me.
Yeah, he literally just
Sashimi.
got like that's what it's called. Yeah, like just literally it was in the shape of a rose. And when they gave it to him, it was like folded around each other like a rose. And then he was peeling off petals of the rose and eating them, and it was just layers of salmon, I guess.
Nice,
dude.
That sounds gross. Remember when we went to London and we were eating that shit? The sushi?
I think so. When the stream ended, right?
No, I don't think that was it. I think we were on stream during that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think we were still on stream.
Oh, okay.
Where they were saying like the waitress like itched her butt or something.
She what?
I don't remember.
What'd she say?
I think the chat was saying like the waitress itched her butt and then like poured us drinks or something.
The waitress itched her butt.
Yeah.
That's what that's what you said.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
But I don't remember.
I think clearly. I do remember that.
It was something like that. Or picked her nose.
That's when the stream ended.
Oh, okay.
That's when like the timer ended. We like stay on stream for like a little bit longer, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of just raw fish, dude. It's like I miss Pokenometry. Also, dude, RIP guys, RIP Shin Ramen.
That was
it's
sad.
Officially gone. We discovered today it was on La Brea in Hollywood. And it's just like a low-key, not low-key, it's like on La Brea in Hollywood. It's a very popular location, but it's a ramen spot. And it was so good, bro. You can see the dudes in the back making your ramen and shit. And I've been there a bunch of times with my homies. And also, when I used to work at Starline Tours, literally like 6-7 years ago, I have multiple memories of having to work rainy days where I'm standing there with an umbrella going tours to no one. No one's walking around on a rainy day. And I'll be telling my manager, like, yo, dude, it's raining, can I go home? He's like, no, you're like stay till 7. I'm just like, what the fuck? And then I would like go home after those rainy days, cold as fuck, shivering. I would stop by Shin Ramen and get myself a fireball, I don't know, like chicken ramen or something like that. It would be so good. It'd be hella spicy. And they're closed now.
I'm so sad.
They got evicted.
It was my favorite place too,
bro,
because I used to hate ramen, but then Yuri was like, let me take you to this spot, and then I was like, okay, this is good.
Yes, Shin Ramen was fire. And my Japanese homie put me onto that. Shout out to Bruce. He told me like, yo, this spot is like legit. He's like, I fuck with this place.
That's depressing.
And also he would always like, he really put me onto like the, the phony shit, like of the Japanese stuff they sell out here. What was one of them? I forgot one of them was, god damn it. What's that one healthy drink? Oh, kombucha, right? And like he told me that like in Japanese culture he grew up with kombucha, but kombucha naturally is super bitter. It's like not sweet at all. So I remember when I was skating around with him, sometimes I would be grabbing kombuchas trying to think I'm like on some healthy shit, and he would tell me like, yo, Yuri, he's like, you understand with the amount of sugar they add to that kombucha to make it sweet enough for you to like it, he's like, it overweighs how healthy the kombucha is for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're just consuming 40 grams of sugar now for no reason.
You have to find the low sugar ones.
Low sugar or no sugar. But he told me that kombucha is literally naturally like bitter. It's like not good, but you drink it because it's healthy. You know what I mean?
It's very good.
So he thought it was like funny that I would be getting them thinking like, oh, these taste fire. And he's like, they're not supposed to taste fire. Anyways.
Anywho.
But, yo, guys, everyone who has joined the stream.
Dubs.
Let's take
Dubs in the chat.
Let's take. Oh, what? Oh, I was trying to grab the bottle. I was like, "What's that fuzzy thing?" It was
Beans' ass.
What is wrong with you?
What?
I did not grab Beans' ass. No, it was Beans' nose. Wait. Also, can anyone let us know in the comment section? Can we get a yeast infection from Beans? Because he slept in our bed 3 days ago.
No.
We changed the covers and
the
everything,
sheets and
but
everything.
still,
And he just started.
He just started, but.
So.
2 questions actually. Can we get it from him? Question 1. And also, can we make bread out of it?
That's sick.
What if we made fucking beans bread?
You're disgusting.
Dude.
This is where we.
That would be funny. All right, yo. Cheers, everyone. Let's go.
Cheers. What the fuck?
I love you, beans. All right. Everyone, thank you guys so much for joining. Bro, we literally had like 450 viewers
I know.
on the Yuriy 2 channel during Tent Talks. We appreciate every single person who joined, whether you guys, fuck with us or maybe some people might be hate watching, whatever it is, regardless.
We appreciate it.
Exactly. Thank you guys so much, man. If you guys want to send us anything, once again, our P.O. box is in the description. If you guys haven't already, please drop a like. It's an easy, free way to support the channel.
Drop a comment. It really helps grow the
Urina? The Urinas. Yeah, like literally any comments will help as well. And then also drop a sub if you guys haven't subbed already. Literally Riley's channel is beating our sub count here. So let's see if we can get more subs than Riley.
Let's go.
All right. Also, yeah, sub to Riley as well on It's Riley G. When's the next stream?
Soon. I don't know yet. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll do something.
So here's the thing is on Riley's channel, she has members, right? Just like we have here. If Riley hits 50 members, I think she's like at 9 or 10 right now. If Riley hits 50 members, she's gonna wax my legs. Some people are saying, whoa, there's no fucking hair to wax. No, I have hairy legs, guys. I have Russian, manly, hairy. Oh, people see my foot. Sorry.
They're about to go crazy.
I know,
that.
but I have very hairy legs, guys. It's going to hurt. So we're going to wax.
And nips.
I don't know about that because I don't want to damage my nips. Anyways, we're going to wax my legs at 50 subs, but at 25, Riley is going to install, what are they called? Lashes for me.
Lash extensions.
Lash extensions. Because Riley's a lash technician, and she's going to perform her, her skills on me. We'll see what I look like.
I'm scared.
My sisters, my whole life, have always told me, like, Yuriy, I'm so jealous of your eyelashes. You have the prettiest eyelashes.
You do.
Like, why do I
should do a lash lift on you.
What's a lash lift?
That actually
you're gonna fuck my shit up.
That'll
dude.
be funnier.
Can we bleach eyelashes?
It's perm for your lashes.
Oh, you see, now you're gonna damage them. Exactly. No,
no.
I'm down with the extensions. But regardless, if you guys can like, comment, subscribe. W everyone. We'll end the stream here. Also, after show in like 10 minutes. After show.
Lola's saying hi.
Yes, Lola's saying what's up as well. After show in 10 minutes on this channel as well. Peace, everyone. And also follow us on Instagram. Our Instagrams are linked in the description as well. Peace, guys.
Bye.
Oh, wait, hold on. We have to do the outro. Oh, wait. I always have to remind myself. But peace, guys.
Gang with the big bro Yuriy, hyphy. Get lit just like me. Big bossed up, chop it up with Riley. You better come with it to kick rocks, cause you now tuned in to 10 Talks. Now let's get lifted and take a shot. You are now tuned in.